Testing, testing. Should be coming through now. I am just finished with all the prep. I'm just making sure I can be heard and the game can be heard and all my volume and stuff is right before I switch over to the game. So let me do that real quick, and then I also got to pull up the chat. Okay, I think things sound good. Let me swap over. Make sure this music from the game, the sound from the game is coming through loud and clear. Okay, I think we're up and running. I think everything's good from the looks of things. Let me... Yeah, I think I'm ready to go. I just had to take... It took me a little bit longer than last time to make everybody. It's a little bit loud in my ear. Yeah, there we go. I think I got everything right. Roughly. Did I get Ryan's colors? I feel like I didn't get Ryan's colors. What colors did he pick? Let me look at that. I don't think I got Ryan's colors. Ugh. That's the only thing I forgot. Possibly. I was in a rush on the last second. This is gonna be... Yeah, this way. We're gonna do red. There we go. And then black. Good. All right. With that, I think everybody's done. Yes. Okay. So, for those watching or will be watching the replay, full understanding, Wildermyth is a game that is pretty much like D&D. It has, except it's all like procedurally generated, so that I can pretty much just make the characters, give them all of their traits and stats. Hi, Rob. I see your chats. Hopefully I made you to your liking. I'm not letting anybody make any judgment calls on their stats, but if there's something horrendously wrong with your look, you can let me know, and I will change it. Although I only have so much say. I feel like, looking at the finished products, I hit the main things that needed to be hit. People can tell who is who. I think that's an okay statement to make. I was just working off of like Facebook pictures mostly. Also, so I see you guys a lot less often. Nah, that's a fine nose. Your nose is fine. Some of these are pre-made faces, and some of them are bits and pieces I put together. But because of the time constraint, I should have got started earlier. It didn't take long. Welcome to the chat. Also, Cody. I mean, the titles underneath are just like the top 2 traits that are highest out of all the traits. But I just had to put all the traits for each character in order, and the ones that end up at the top end up at the top. Like, I can't. I mean, I did just, but compared to some of the other shit you could get, this is the best case scenario, I feel like, in each of these. Also, it's whatever. All right, I think I'm ready to get us started. As long as nobody's, like, actually offended with the way they look, in which case I will step in. Okay, I'm gonna hit go. So I read out all the text. I don't do voices, but I will do like affects, or I will do like If it makes sense, I'll add stuff. But otherwise, I just kind of read and we go. And then generally, if you're in the chat and you see a decision being made that you want to give your input on, I am watching the chat. So just shout it out and I'll see it. Let me move to just chat so I get to see everything bigger and better. And then let me know if the sound is off or if you can't hear shit and I can adjust the levels and stuff. Anyway, we start on Nightmare's Eve. So this is all procedurally generated, so I didn't get any control over what happens. I could have had a little bit of control, but I'm pretty much letting the game handle it. The other thing to mention is everybody's relationships. This is kind of like you guys are all in your 20s before you've all met each other. So, and we're just all hanging out. I'm gonna try to make sure though that both the couples end up couples. I get a little bit of say in that, but not until the game actually gets started. Make my character drink a glass of Chardonnay immediately. I have to get through whatever's happening now. The overall format's gonna be, we're gonna get an overall, like, in between each fight, we get, like, story stuff, and then we have a fight. And then we get story, and then we have a fight. And I'm pretty sure I gave you the clown aspect, so you're probably pretty loose, Rob. Nightmare's Eve. I'm gonna read now. It was a night frothing cups, battered tavern tables, and bellowed tunes banged against the last fall sky. Maybe all that joyous noise served to knock loose a star that chewed thin its thread. Delaney thought to herself, there's something about these holiday romances. They can mean a lot of conflict or a lot of comfort in the coming year. A frayed star falling wayward from some other firmament, it swung its many-stranded tail across midnight. Rob was watching that star. Somebody was sleeping. This is a random person. This is another random person. I think shit's happening. I think that star falling was real bad. Delaney's like, what? No. Oh, she was the one sleeping. Rob's like, maybe it means the end of the world, with a smile on his face. And Rob says, Cindy, hope I'm not unwelcome, just was restless and saw your light on. Not the only thing I saw tonight either. To this, Cindy says, if she was here, she'd make the choice. I don't know if she's going to actually watch. I imagine that, whatchamacallit, that Ryan would make choices for her if he was here. He'll probably be here in a little bit. That was this is Cindy. I'm going to put, obviously, Cindy's romance with Rob. So this choice is actually already made. It's quieter out there now, isn't it? Was up on the hilltop. Yog, is anyone out there? What's an edged voice cleaves the pre-dawn quiet. Everybody looks. Cindy says, sounded close, didn't it? Rob says, other end of the lane. Animal noises. Running towards the sound of trouble, meets them halfway. Rob bends for whatever's handy. In a moment, it's a fight to survive. Alright, so we get to our first fight. Since this is all still setting up, we're not everybody. I mean, everybody's here, but they haven't been introduced in the story yet, just for technical sakes. So our overall party is Rob is our warrior, and then Delaney is our hunter, and then we have 3 mystics. So we're a very squishy party, but generally you also have, like, you're really only supposed to be playing this game with 3 people, and I'm using a mod, essentially, to get us up to 5. So we're pretty much in a good spot to win most of our fights no matter what. And then I can make everybody move, and then do an attack or move twice. Basic turn-based square grid shit. So, for example, I can have Rob go up and hit this thing. I think right now nobody's like any certain class though until like after this first fight, and then we get our extra abilities generally. So then you can see the enemy's health bar there, and Rob has an 80% chance to hit him with his pickaxe that he just found on the ground. Nice and simple. And then we'll have Cindy walk up and do the same. If we have people in their turns next to each other, then well, he dodged that. It's a good thing Cody's got there for backup. If we end our turns next to each other, then we all get defense boosts. So that is also a thing. I'm going to try to generally get through the fights quicker than not, because not everybody is as interested in watching other people play stuff. But, and generally it should be pretty easy since there's 5 of us. I'm gonna have Delaney try to go up and hit this, and then that way, if she misses, then Ryan can help as well. Or, yeah, either way, they're both gonna have to hit it, because neither of them are gonna kill it in one hit. There's also probably at least one other enemy around you, maybe? Nope, that's it. Quick and easy. Alright, Rob, you get to pick your first warrior ability. We have a choice between Shield Shear. Once every other turn, as you get to shred two from a foe's armor, which is kind of useful. Sentinel replaces Guardian. The warrior leaps up to 2 tiles in order to intercept a foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike. So you wouldn't necessarily swing on your turn, but if anybody gets nearby, you will jump over and slash them. Or broad swipes would be every time you use a melee attack, you pretty much do damage in all directions, which would also be kind of useful. Because since you're melee, you're going to be walking up to a lot of groups of enemies. If I were picking, I would pick either Sentinel or broad swipes. Sentinel it is. Cody, your turn. So your choices are soul splitting. When Cody takes damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2 damage instead. So as a reminder, mystics in this game have to put their souls into objects in the environment, and then they do their magic from there. And you can have your soul split, or you can have your soul interfused into 2 objects at the same time. So this would pretty much let you, if you are actively inside of something, then some of your damage gets split into that. Elementalist makes you do fancier magics if you're interfused with elemental stuff such as fire, wood, and liquid. And then Naturalist would be the same thing except for plants and trees. Elementalist it is. That's pretty straightforward. I don't know that Delaney's watching, but Delaney's the only hunter. So she's going to be have the options of, she's going to be an archer, and then they generally focus on stealth as well. Long-range stealth, so her options are Fox Flight. Delaney has +1 speed, so she can move further than most of us. And then once per combat, as a swift action, activate to dodge the next 2 attacks against her. Oh, I was about to say, yeah, this is D. Yeah, you're an archer. And then, so, activate dodge. Flash Cone. Once per combat, Delaney throws a Flash Cone that blinds enemies and deals 0 damage. If thrown at an ally, they will be hidden. Yeah, we'll give you the Flash Cone then. That can come in handy. It's a flashbang, essentially. Ryan might be busy, but I'm going to read these out, and if I don't see him in the chat by the end of this, I'm just going to make the choice for him. Because I could probably guess which one he wants. We'll see. But he's also a Mystic. I mean, the rest, Ryan and Cindy both pick Mystic as well, so. Arches. Ryan bonds with the earth, summons from Seedlin and Silt a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemies. Mythweaver lets him do advanced interfusions with statues, garbs, books, and textiles. And then Spirit Blade, when allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they gain +1 damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant nearby allies fiery attacks. He would probably be down with Mythweaver, so I'm going to give him that. And then Cindy, on the other hand, she could be a humanist. That means she gets advanced interfusions with mechanisms, metals, tools, shards, anything man-made. Vigor Flow. For each interfused object, Cindy's physical attacks gain 2 damage. None of the mystics really do physical attacks, so I probably wouldn't give her that. If I hadn't just given fucking Ryan Mythweaver, I probably would have given it to Cindy to tell the truth. I guess I can both start with that, and then I can change Ryan's later. Ryan's would definitely be more humanist. He'd probably like pretty much metal bendings and stuff. But I'm also going to give Cindy Mythweaver, because I feel like that makes the most sense. For right now. You'll get a new ability every time you level up, which happens like 8 times total over the course of a whatchamacallit. We also found our first piece of loot, a silver bark cloak, which gives +5 blocks. So I'm going to give that to Rob because he needs all the defense he can get as being the upfront guy. All right. Delaney says, yes, thanks for... Are you both all right? Cody, right? And he's Rob Linder? And Cody says, that Delaney Kernan? And Rob says, its belly chimes when you prod it. I don't know why he said that. Cody says we'll be better. We'll be better the less we worry, and if we stay well rested. No, it's boring, but Rob says that's troubling, and Delaney says can't even tell where it is anymore, or was. Everybody's talking about the fallen star that went somewhere. Oh, we have to name the company. So every company of heroes is called by at least one name, a name spoken or spelled in tradition and handed along ever after. These heroes will be known as... We can either type in our own or else pick one of these options. Rob suggests the Masters of Weird Hope. Cindy suggests the Mothers of the Heart. Delaney suggests Beatles Essence. Or we can just enter our own. I'm trying to... Rob's suggestion is Wizard Thunder. That's not horrible. I don't have any particular name since I'm not in this group. So for reference or for history, me and my friends already ran a campaign through this, and we are now legacy heroes in this world. So we already had our company, and we finished out. We retired, but we can still show up in future campaigns such as this one as like legendary warriors from before. He said respect, or Cody said respect. So it seems like it's gonna be Wizard Thunder, unless I get a better suggestion. Wizard Thunder. Oh, no. I almost feel like it should be AR, just because it would look funnier, but I don't get a say in the matter. Going, unless I hear an objection, going once, going twice. I don't even know if I can change this later. I really don't think I can. Sold to Wizard Thunder. These are the stories of Wizard Thunder. Be remembered. I mean, it makes sense. We do have 3 wizards. So overall, we have one objective per chapter, and then after every chapter, there's a time skip of like 10 years of peace. It's kind of based on how much good shit we do along the way. The more good shit we do, the more years of peace there are in between. And then after that 10 years, we pick up and there's another calamity that we have to fix. So we need to make our way to this area with the lock in it. That's where our objective is. So I'm gonna just start us moving to the west in general. And so we first have to scout it out. I'm gonna send everybody to scout it. That takes time. So then after that, there's generally an enemy that we have to beat there, and that's when we get our next little story hit, and then we go into a fight. Rinse and repeat until we get to the objective. So let's go ahead and assault with everybody. Heart of Stone. In the deep caverns beneath Whispercorn veins. Delaney's like, Cindy, keep up! And Cindy says, sorry, it's just so still down here, so quiet, even by my standards. Besides, the torches are all up in the front. It's hard to see where I'm... Whoa! Whoosh! And she hits the ground. What? Where? Wow. What is that? How long has this been down here? A shining treasure lost in the dark, all alone. I know how that feels. It's jammed in there pretty tight. I should probably leave it be, or if I pry it out, I could rescue it. Delaney says Cindy has standards in the chat. I think in this situation, Cindy would pull it, and it's also the more interesting of the 2 options. I really don't know. The judgments for Cindy is going to be the roughest. I'm gonna go with she's gonna try to rescue it. Might as well. It's a cool looking thing. She's gonna. If I can just get my knife under there. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. What's? Ah! What was my face? Delaney says, Cindy, there you are. Where did you? What happened to your face? And Cindy says, I'm not. There was this gem in the statue. It seems so lost and helpless somehow. Delaney's like, well, whatever happened, the Thrixel must have heard that scream. Form up, they'll be all over us now. The Thrixel is the name of one of the race of enemies that we have to deal with. I think the Thrixel are like the buggy... Yeah, these buggy lizard guys. Well, listen, it's not my fault. Cindy should have left the rock alone, and she wasn't here to tell me not to fucking try to get the rock. So none of this is my fault. I'm just admitting that. She kind of has a cool looking fucking gem eye. She'll get superpowers. That's where this is going. Anyway, now we all have our abilities, we can do a little bit more. We're still gonna let Rob go first. Rob's always, in my experience, letting the warrior go first is usually a pretty good idea. Let me make sure I'm actually controlling Rob. There we go. And then I think I'm gonna have Rob go for. This happens. Generally, whenever something like this immediately happens, it looks drastic, and then after like a fight or two, or after some time passes, then something cool as shit happens that makes it worth it. That's what happened in my past campaign when one of our guys got fire infused and one of his arms got chopped off, but then eventually it turned into a cool firearm. So I'm just gonna have that be like that. Let's get through this fight. I'm gonna put Rob here, and then Rob's gonna hit the big guy. Yes. And then there's not much around here for the fucking. Oh well, Delaney can probably take care of. I'm gonna actually wait to see if Delaney can be on cleanup in case something goes wrong with the rest of us fucking wizards. Let's go with, since Cody's here, Cody will be the first to interfuse. Let's see. That's a lamp. It's for blinding enemies. That's not doing enough damage. Probably stone will be the best one. I already forgot which one Cody got. I gotta. Oh yeah, Elementalist. He does best with elements. So I gotta keep that in mind. So then it may be best to. Oh, Bone Lance. But that's gonna hit Rob most likely. So I'll use that to take out the. So like Cody interfused with whatever this pile of bones is, and now he can do a Bone Lance spell from there to kill that thing. Or at least get close to killing that thing. And then Ryan, I'll have interfuse with the discus? The stone. Yeah. And then he can do a discus attack from the stone to that. And it bounced over and hit the other little guy, so that killed that guy. And then Cindy, I will have finish off the Weaver, but I want her to move forward a little bit first. And then she can get inside this, like, fungus. Or she can interfuse with the fungus, and then use Wild Grasp to fuck up the guy. There we go. It pulls it towards it, and it makes it to where it can't move anymore. So now we're moving. So now it leaves Delaney open to move up and open this door so we can see what else we're dealing with, because she's got the best eyes as the hunter, so she can see the furthest. And then bad news is she can't shoot after opening that door. Or actually, no, nobody's in her range. So we're gonna have her go into the gray plane, which means that she pretty much goes invisible. She goes into stealth. So she can kind of get in position where we need her to be. Alright, so now we'll try to have Rob move up. Although Rob can't reach them from here. So I'm going to put Rob in his Sentinel mode. Which means if anybody passes by Rob, he's going to jump over and fuck him up. So he's kind of like posted up. And then let's get everybody else moved up as far as they can so I can have an idea of what we're dealing with. Because the problem is, there's not really a lot of shit to interfuse with along this way to take care of these guys. So this might be on Delaney and Rob for right now. We could blind them and then run past, but I don't like the idea of that. Let's see if Delaney can... Okay, let's move Delaney to a safer spot on the other side of Rob, because I think Rob can only hit one of these guys. And then have her shoot that guy. And then I need to get everybody else to uninterfuse with their shit. So we'll take this turn to do that, and then we'll just kind of hope for the best. Ryan didn't... was in a one-time use thing. And then she can withdraw too. Okay, so now nobody's interfused with anything. And we're all just gonna kind of wait here. And so Rob jumped up, took it, made a hit, took some damage back, but he's fine. Took some more damage back, but he's fine. Why is Rob dead? Why is Rob dead? How is Rob dead in one go? This is not the way this is supposed to work. The hit is worse than Rob had braced for. He struggles to stay up. I've let them down. Everything goes slow and dim. Okay, listen. That was a lot of damage in one blow. I never even had anybody take that much damage the last time. But that's fine. We're gonna have Rob lose 2 health for the rest of the game, but he doesn't die. That's not actually that big of a deal. I'll just have to have him further back. Yeah, back off, Rob. The cost of heroism, you know. Another day, perhaps, I can be patient, yeah. Not broken, but perhaps a bit bent, Rob slips away. Listen, this was a particularly bad setup because all of our fucking dudes need shit around to do shit. Alright. That was not Rob's fault as a character. So now, new plan. Everybody move back. And we'll have to just let them come to us, which probably should have been the plan in the first place. But again, I'm not used to them doing that much damage all at one go. That was a surprising amount of damage. There we go. Let me get back on Delaney. Have her move back here. And then, now Delaney is the fucking tank of the group at this point. So, compared to all these puny magicians running around. Okay. It'd be messed up if that fucking thing doesn't even come in here. And then we got then Delaney's pretty much going on her own, just taking it out. Interfuse. Yeah, Cody, you get ready to fucking bone it up. And wait. And then Ryan, in case stuff goes wrong, will Wild Grasp? Yeah. And then Cindy will also be prepared to, just in case, I guess Flare? Okay. Alright, so luckily it's not a melee type, so it didn't just fucking fuck us up. Although I wish it would have come further into the room. I think this is still close enough for Cody to Bone Lance with, though. Yep. And then Delaney can finish it off with a arrow. So we're okay. Everything's okay. If that was the end of it. Yes. I can get Rob's health back pretty easily. Probably. Melee accuracy, ranged accuracy. Bracelet of Cunning. So this Bracelet of Cunning is going to go to Delaney because she has the most need for accuracy at this time, for obvious reasons. Delaney's mean. Woo, that was close. Thanks for blowing our cover, says Delaney. And Cindy says, I was a fool. I shouldn't have gotten lost. And Delaney's like, so now what? And Cindy's like, I don't know. It feels cold, I guess, but it seems like normal. I guess I learned to live with it. Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Delaney's just like, just try to keep up next time, okay? Listen, this was younger, meaner Delaney before she was nice and she met everybody else. So, you know. This is not on me. I put Delaney's, like, stats accurate, but I think this is just partially, like, somebody had to be the bad guy in that scenario because it's, like, written that way. So, it's usually better about that. I'm just giving excuses at this point. Where's Rob? What are we gonna do with Rob? Rob needs time to heal. So we're gonna move to the next place. We'll move down here. Rob's been maimed, so he's gonna go back to heal back at the home. I saw something about dismissed. I think Delaney and Cody have started a rivalry. Yeah, so that's also appropriate. Oh snap! Help! Can anybody help me? Any? Everybody rushes to go see, and Ryan's like, guess it's kind of weird what we do, huh? And then when everybody gets there, it's a turtle! Delaney says a snapping turtle. Enchanted turtle. Cindy says, turtles don't talk. Their brains are the size of a thimble. And the turtle says, that very personal remark. And Cindy's like, sorry. As was saying, am enchanted turtle. Am actually princess. And Ryan's like, sure you are. Turtle says, was enchanted by jealous rival. Cursed to shape oozy now. But kiss can set me free. And everybody looks. And everybody thinks about it. And the turtle's like, please help. Alright, so our options. An enchanted princess? How can we not, says Cody. Well, we have to help the poor thing, says Delaney. And then Ryan says, oh no, don't be swayed by this cutest turtle talk. Okay, so we have 3 options. I don't know if we trust the turtle or not. Cody says that we should kiss the turtle. I'm going to see if there's any other opinions in chat. I second him doing this. All right, well that's 2 out of 3. So I'm going to go with number 1 cuz that's probably the one that leads with this. All right. Cody leans in real close like, gives him a smooch, or gives them a smooch, and it's a monster. Cree, free me free. Now the wretched shark shall pay. Curse me to be turtle, will he? And it ran off. Cindy says, I guess she never said she was a human princess. And everybody's just, Ryan looks at Cody real silly, and Cody's like, I feel used. And Ryan says, whatever you say, turtle kisser. We got 2 legacy points. So that's just for fun. So legacy points pretty much are just like our overall points we can use towards like whatever else we want to use. We're going to... Luckily there's no fight here, which is good for us because we need to wait for Rob to finish healing. So we're going to do that. Alright. Rob's good. See, wasn't that horrible. So we're going to have Rob rejoin with everybody. We got time to spend, so... yeah, we're fine. And then we're all going to head for this place, which is currently infected with bad things. Ryan Thawburn and Cindy Thawburn are currently rivals. Ryan, okay, for updates on everybody's relationships, because it kind of just happens in the background unless they're like significant. So in the bottom right, Cody and Cindy are friends. Ryan and Cindy have started a rivalry. Ryan and Cody are friends, and Delaney and Ryan are friends. Eventually, everybody's going to be friends. That just happens. Some of them might start as rivalries first, but then they turn into friends. Anyway, we have to clear this infestation, so first we patrol it. And that takes a little bit, but we don't have to actually fight anything to clear that. So that's what all the vines on this tile mean, is it's been, like, infested. And if we fight on the tile before getting rid of the infestation, then that makes the fight tougher. That's true. Ryan, what Rob said about having... No, I don't got friends, I got family, said Rob. And then we go in for our fight, and hopefully this time I don't fuck up Rob. That was on me. I gotta be... Until we get better armor, I gotta be less frisky. Less froggy. Splinter. Everybody's going through the forest, and Rob's like, "Ugh! Hey, I got a splinter." Ryan says, "You say you got a splinter?" And Rob says, "That's right, I got a splinter." And Delaney's like, "You got a splinter?" And Ryan's like, "Well, I got a drinking problem." And Rob says, "I got a, what looks like a, oof, I got a mean splinter. See? Sliding plastinel." Delaney's like, "I've gotten a bunch of splinters out in my day. I'll have a look." Ryan's like, "A lot of bushes in the vicinity. Think I'll hide in one." Or Delaney says, "Wow, that's some splinter. The more I look at it, the deeper in it seems to wriggle." And Rob's like, Rob, you get the choice. Delaney says, "Here, trust me." Or Rob says, "Oh, whatever, I'll get it out later." And then if I don't get it a choice, then I'm going to default to Rob probably being like, whatever, I'll get it out later. That sounds like the... Okay, Rob says he's going to trust her. Delaney says, this won't hurt a bit. And he's like, it won't? Ow! And Delaney says, whoops, but here it comes. Painless and easy. Rob's still, ugh. And Rob's like, enough! And then Delaney's like, sorry, got it. You good? And they both look. Delaney holds a long, wet wood filament up to the light. Ryan's like, if that's a splinter, Mount Helm's a stone. Delaney says, it's got your blood. Good luck to keep it. And Delaney slips it into a corded pouch, places it in Rob's hands. And with that, they carry on to Hard Hearth Hold. That'll play a part in something later on. There's going to be something that we have to sacrifice blood for, and then we'll get to use that instead of killing somebody, probably. So that bodes well. No, Delaney, you gave him back the splinter, so you don't have it. That'd be weird. But we also got +2 damage for the next 3 turns, just for that little interaction, how that went. I expect Rob would have gotten like a negative if he had kept the splinter in. Yeah, sorry to disappoint, Delaney. You and your weird bloodlust. Let's remove. Rob's gonna move closer to the door, but he won't open it. We're gonna let Delaney open the door since she's big mama on campus now. Also, she moves further, so she doesn't have to wait till next turn to open the door. And then everybody else will stack up right behind. And we'll all surround Rob to make sure Rob stays safe. Alright, Delaney opened the door. This isn't fantastic. Delaney can flash cone everybody. Well, we'll save that for the end if nobody dies. Rob will stay where he is, but we'll put him in sentinel mode, so if things go south, he can hop to action. And then... we don't have a lot in the area to interfuse with. We might have to back off, actually. Unless Cindy can reach that cabinet. Oh, she can, and she has a liquid thing. She has 2 things she could do. So she could interfuse the cabinet and do Scalding Rain, because it's got some liquid in the cabinet. Boiling liquid burns away armor and gnaws at the enemy's flesh. Nice. Or she can do, because she has the Mythweaver ability, she can overload an enemy's brain with knowledge, dealing damage and stunning them for 2 turns, because there's books in the cabinet. I think the Scalding Rain would be good. That could possibly... I think we're fine. I think we're good in this fight. So we can do Scalding Rain, probably on the big guy. Because I feel like the rest of us can take care of the little guy. Somehow. So Cindy did the Scalding Rain, and then... what are our other options? Because Rob can't fit that. Cody can interfuse with this lamp and then blind them. I might have him do that. Let's have him do that in case Delaney misses with her. Because at this point, I'm going to have Delaney take a arrow shot. So, blind everybody. Cody. Oh, and it did oh, wait, no, the thing took damage. But they're blinded. So, for this turn, we don't have to worry about them. And now Delaney can shoot. I'm going to have Delaney go for the one with more health. That's dead. We do have to worry about that thing in the very back, but we'll worry about that later. And then I'll have Ryan move up. There we go. We got a couple more enemies in there, but we're doing all right. They're pretty far away. Rob jumps forward and tries to hit it, but it dodged it. And then he tries to attack Ryan, but Ryan dodged or blocked that, so we're still good. All right, Rob, time for your moment of truth. I'm going to let you finish this guy off. Good job. 6 damage all by yourself. That's a lot of good damage. And then you're done for the turn. Fuck. All right, hold on. Ryan then can move up and interfuse with this fabric. Yeah, which will let him do Greater Constrict. A powerful snake of animated fabrics coils around an enemy, applying 2 hobble and crushing out its life. We're going to have him do that on either the little one or the big one. Probably the big one. I feel like Delaney can kill a little one in one shot. So there. So now that one's hobbled, so it can't walk as far. And Cindy says, "Oh yeah, watch this." So because they're rivals, whenever they do good or whenever they get like a crit, if you're rivals with anybody else, then they get a boost on their next turn because they're all like, "Well, I can do better than that." So we're gonna have Cindy, who has a rivalry with Ryan for obvious reasons, move up. But actually, she can't interfuse with anything. So I'm going to have her actually get out of the cabinet because she can't actually hit anything from where she's at. And then chill for right now. And Delaney can move up in front of Rob and then take a shot at the little guy. Ah, but they took cover. So they didn't dodge exactly. They were behind some cover, so they were fine. And then Cody's going to come in here and then pretty much be ready. And then, but there's nothing else we can really do. There's not a lot of objects to interfuse with. Alright, that guy just tried to run away, so he's like, fuck this. I'm gonna have Delaney try to take another shot. Oh my god, it dodged it! Alright, Rob, can you go in and clean up? Yeah, Rob can go in and clean this up. Rob's got this. This little thing is dodging everyone, and it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What is this thing? Interfuse with Thrixel. Protection. Interfused garb can reflect damage. Maybe that's partially because the Threx is being protected by these eggs is why he's getting away so much. At this point, I'm going to have Ryan finish off the bigger one. I feel like that's a safer bet. No, Ryan, finish this thing. Because the other one's not interfused with anything. So, oh wait, Ryan can do it again. All right, yeah, finish that one off too, Ryan. Nice. Ugh. That was fine. We're just gonna mostly have because we only have one archer. Like we have two regular attackers. If we're in environments with not a lot of shit around, then it's gonna be a little bit rough for us. But I mean, if there is shit around, then we're gonna have. It's gonna be easy as fuck. Stunt chances, crit chances. So the higher chance for a crit, the more chance you'll do something special good. I'm going to give that to Rob, too. Rob's been having a hard day, so I'm going to give Rob anything that's... He died. Listen, he nearly died. Alright. I'm pretty sure Ryan says, "We've been very fortunate today. No battle ever promises you that." Delaney says, "We should name this place." And Rob says, "You mean Hard Hearth Hold?" Delaney says, "Well, sure, that's the overall place. But what about a specific clearing or cliff? You think they have names?" I bet not. I bet they'd love the attention. Anyway, a little commemoration never went amiss. The top of a nearby mound of stone seemed to fit Delaney's vision. It practically calls out for a name, don't you feel that? I'd been thinking on this for a while, and Victory's Guard feels appropriate. Rob says, "You have an official process for this?" And Delaney's like, "One makes one's own. The place will know." Delaney lit a tiny fire on the crag as the sun stretched out, building small piles and saying a few words. Rob wondered if she was talking a little too animatedly to the rock. But when she came back down, something did feel different. The company took a moment to take in Victory's Guard on their way out. Then continued on, hiding small smiles from Delaney. Yeah, that time we didn't actually get to choose the name. It was just already set for us, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then over time, things will just continually get harder for us because the enemies will get stronger, so that's kind of like the incentive to not just sit around doing nothing. But we are going to secure this site. If we secure a site, then that makes it harder for the infection to move to it from adjacent tiles. Cindy says, "Burning out the smell is the start. You'll have to leave the ghost to me, though." So we're going to investigate everything, and as we secure it, to find an item. This step is always the same whenever you do this, so I'm just going to skip through the text. So we're all going to work to secure this place, because you can see the infection is to the south of us and the west, so that'll make it take longer for it to move here. And then we got resources and an item. We got some hides, some ingots, and some spell threads, and then we found a Stormflint talisman, which gives potency, which is pretty much how powerful your magic is. I'm going to give this one to Cody because he's here. people who are in chat get priority. I think that's only fair. Alright, let's scout this place out. We're almost done for the day. I plan to do 1 chapter per stream, and then there's like there's 5 overall chapters for the campaign, but I might cut the campaign short if it feels like, you know, people are busy and they can't be here very often. But it is the most important to be here for the beginning to kind of pick out your initial abilities, and then I can kind of work from there, even if you're not in chat, to make it, you know, not horrible. And then, like I said, I'll also put all this on YouTube. If you're not here actively, then you can come back and watch what happens to your character. Plus, you get the ability to skip ahead instead of wait through all the boring stuff. So, you know, we're gonna patrol. Pretty much everybody's being friends in the background. Almost every combination of people are friends now in the group. So with that, after everybody's friends, then the romances can start, and then I can have a little bit more say on who's romantic with who, and then we don't have to have that awkwardness happening still, because the chat just has a field day with that. Alright, so the infestation is cleared, and we're going in for another fight. Silver and shadows. The sun's fallen and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. Cindy says, Delaney, stop for a second. The others won't want to lose you. Delaney's like, can't remember a gloom quite like this. You? Listen, the twilight birds are silent. The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable, the whirling air almost utterly opaque. Cindy says, pretty odd. Delaney's like, I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to the trees. At least those are solid. They halt just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet. The trunks they press to dampen their palms. Cindy's like, I don't like tree clinging generally. And Delaney's like, And then something vast moves beside them. Slow, achingly slow. It passes, too enormous to be seen, impossibly silent. Huh, says Cindy. There's a giant monster in the distance, and it's moving forward. Night's fallen. The fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of that gargantuan shadow. So, Cindy says, let's find the others. Maybe they saw it too. Maybe they saw it better. Or Delaney says, I'd rather us take a look now. Trails go cold quick in the dark. So Cindy's wants to be careful and, you know, logical, and Delaney's just like, fuck that, let's go. And I'm not sure that is as accurate. I'm pretty sure I made Delaney's coward stat higher than this, but apparently Delaney's just froggy all the time. I figured you would. Delaney says she tends to trust herself. So, I'm going to give it to Delaney, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing horrible. I mean, last time this happened, Cindy ended up with a rock in her eye permanently. So, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Can't get any worse. Yeah, you know. All right, let's go, Delaney. Rob says Delaney is out for blood literally every day of her life. Delaney says, come on, Cindy. Where's that intellectual curiosity of yours? I do remember this one time where Delaney made me go... when I was out at Delaney's parents' house, we saw, like, a goat while we... not a goat. We saw a goose while we were walking around, and we definitely got closer to that goose than we should have, because Delaney was like, let's get close to this wild animal. I was like, listen, geese are not a joke. So this actually... I think this actually fits. I don't feel bad anymore. Cindy says... lead on, then. Hope you don't mind if I stay ready. The night, emptied of silence, fills again with noise. Crickets and owls and scuttling ferrets. Approximating where the giant had passed, they search. There are no footprints. Or are there? Pools of green light are spaced along between the unbroken pine trunks, perhaps at distances to match the thing's huge strides. Even as they watch, the light pools rapidly shrink into the ground, drying, sinking, perhaps just fading like starlight. Delaney runs to stoop over one of these, and scrapes the earth away with the strong limb of her bow. Cindy's like, careful, because she knows what happened last time. Delaney says she plucks a glowing seed from the ground as it tries to burrow deeper. It slips her grasp, but then floats, settling in the air. Rustle, rustle. Cindy says, think we've got some flies to swat. Snatching the seed, Delaney secures it in her pocket. This is shouting's distant, right? Cindy says it's certainly worth a try. Delaney yells, Ryan, Rob, Cody! Their friends find them. But so do their enemies. Alright, well, Delaney's got a seed. But disorder, all heroes, walling provides no armor this combat. That's not actually all that big of a deal. Okay, so here's a water spirit. So anytime there's one of these elemental spirits, if one of us runs up and catches it before the end of the level, then you get to be, you get a elemental infusion with that permanently, for like a weapon or something in general. So we'll try to catch that with whoever makes sense, because I don't want to get somebody else deaded again. Let's have Rob, who still has the best block, still kind of like move up, but we won't have him. We'll be able to move him back if things look too bad. But right now things seem fine. There's a lot of stuff in this environment, so I feel like a lot of the mystics will be able to do a lot more with this. Let's have Cindy move up as well. Rob will always go first. It's the rule. Bone Lance. All right. Cindy can do a bunch of Bone Lances. There's a lot in this environment, so I think Rob's a lot better off this time. You'll be fine, Rob. Maybe we'll see if Rob can be... Well, probably not. If it's... I think ultimately, it'll probably have to be Delaney who catches the Water Spirit at this level, unless we can kill these... Well, if we can kill these guys pretty quick, then maybe not. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this goes. But we'll try to keep up with the Water Spirit so somebody can catch it. But Delaney moves faster than the rest of us, so she has the best chance, plus she can go stealth. But if water's not your thing, Delaney, just let me know now, and then we'll save it for somebody else. Not that it's set in stone who's getting it yet. Alright, let's have Cindy Bone Lance this thing. Shit, but it'll also hurt that, or break that stuff. We don't want to break any of the stuff around here. So, actually, we'll save that. Let's move Cody up. Cody's here, so let's have Cody do some shit. Cody will interfuse with this Bone Lance. Or this pile of stuff, and then he can Bone Lance that away. Oh, perfect. He can Bone Lance that without hitting anything else. And that was a stunt, so that was a crit by Cody. And then Ryan saw that, and since they're rivals, I think, Ryan's like, oh yeah? Well, watch me do this. So he's going to interfuse with this pile of bones. And then he's going to Bone Lance the same guy. Maybe. Maybe not. No, I really don't want to hit that mossy stone. Then again, the stone's going to be fine, but then we're also not going to kill this thing. I should have had him actually go with the stone, because the stone's more powerful. Hold on. Did everybody else already? Shit. Alright, hold on. Who's going to do more damage? Oh, Cody's going to do the most damage, because he's already... Oh, this is going to hit both these guys. Let's do this. There we go. So Cindy hits both of them. And then... Yeah, so... Oh, my dog is on the squeaker again. Every time I'm on stream. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background. Maybe I'll have... Hold on. Who else is moving? Rob can't reach anybody, so I might as well just have him sentinel up. And then... Okay, let's see what Delaney can do. Let's have Delaney move up here and see if she takes it. If she can kill the Dweaver in one shot, I'll have her go for that. Nope. But she can kill this in one shot. But still... It's not a great amount of damage. We'll have her slip by and just move on to the... Try to go for the Water Spirit for right now. And then Ryan can Bone Lance this thing. Oh good, he won't hit the rocket. There we go. We still got rid of one enemy. That thing's going to run off anyway. So yeah, it's not going to get closer. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so Rob... Still can't move close enough to get to any of that stuff, but that's fine. All right, so at least we know what's there, and we can move Rob back if things get bad. Again. How far can this Bone Lance go? Not far enough. Okay, hold on. I think Cody is infused with this one, so he should be able to Bone Lance that direction as well. I think that might have been... Okay, that was 5 damage, and then Ryan is not interfused with anything anymore. Can you steal an infusion? Can you steal this infusion from this guy? You cannot. Alright, Ryan, you're going to move up. And then interfuse with the stump. No, that would suck. That's a really low range thing. I guess Ryan's just gonna actually keep moving up. Maybe Ryan's gonna be watery. I'll move him over here. This is generally safe. That way we can keep an eye on the water spirit. We have 2 more turns to get to the water spirit, so I don't know. I don't know who feels watery. If anybody wants the watery thing or wants the water element associated with them, let me know and I'll get them to it. But I mean, Rob could get it at this point. That's probably a better idea anyway. But the water isn't really a fucking warrior thing. Fuck that. Rob's not gonna get the water. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, Cindy. Rob wants the water spirit. Well, he called it. Get going, Rob. Because you ruined me earlier. Well, that's fair, Rob. But I mean, there's a bunch of water spirits. This isn't gonna be or there's a bunch of spirits, so this won't be our only choice. There's also like fire spirits and grass spirits and that kind of thing. But too late. You're getting the water one. You said you want the water one. And okay, I think Cody can finish this thing off, right? Or is it Cindy? Who's in this closer one? Oh, I think Cody already. Oh, Cody already attacked, so it would have to be up to Cindy. But I don't want Cindy to. Whatever. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna break the thing that Cody's currently in, which felt like a waste. Oh, Delaney hasn't even gone yet. So Delaney can move up here and then shoot a motherfucker, because that's what Delaney do. She got that shit. Now we're down to 1. So that gives us plenty of time to get Rob to the water spirit. Go get it. Go get it, Rob. Water spirit, be still. We're not going to hurt you, says Rob. And now we're going to enchant your sword, so you'll have a tier 1 water sword. Bling. It's called Mountain Horn, but we can change that. We're going to roll, so Rob sucks. Gen Specify. I'm imagining that's Ryan coming in late. That's my only guess. Rob, you're going to roll your... Get a better tank. Let's call it. I like the Lang sword. That was funny for me. I want something water related. Steel Chiller. Oh, that one was pretty alright. Too bad. Sunshine. That's dumb. Cinder Flash. That's dumb. The Gray Blade. Almost. Oh, the Strong Tooth also would have worked. Kind of. Storm Strike. Sure. That's too good. It's gotta be like meh, because it's only a tier 1 sword right now. Oh, it's the artist formerly known as my brother Matt. That's fair. Let's go with Graveshine. That's not very water related. Thunder Gristle Shear. Foxwoe's Ends. Darkcry. King's Stroll. Frost Slash. Sure, it's not ice, but we're getting there. Alright, enough of that. So, Delaney will take the first shot, because that will let us know how much more damage we have to do besides that. She got a stunt, so she critted. And then Ryan is closest, so we'll have him move up, and hopefully he can take over that stone and do a lot of damage. Stone generally does a ton of damage. Yeah, I think that's the best option. So do that, and then discus this motherfucker. And then we just need to get one fucking... I don't think... Oh, Cindy can make it. Good job, Cindy. I don't think Cody can get... Oh, Cody can too. We'll have Cody take the shot, because Cody's here. So Cody can interfuse with this tree. Oh, and Cody's an elementalist, so he does better with the tree. So he can get into the tree and do a splinter... Well, he has to be interfuse with 2 wooden objects to do like the big blast. So, but it's still a pretty good one. He'll finish it off. There we go. Splinter blast. You shot splinters at it. And then if you have 2 wooden objects next to each other, you can do this like really big explosion that does like a lot of damage to everything in the area. Oh, we got a big hammer. All right. Well, okay. Rob, we are immediately replacing your fucking Frost Slash with the Giant Song. Because it's a tier 2 hammer. There's only 3 tiers of weapon, and that's a pretty good get. And we're going to leave it called the Giant Song, because that's just a cool name. So, we immediately lost your water-infused weapon. You're going to have to get another fucking Rob likes this. Well, we'll get you another elemental infused weapon later on. Well, somebody else will get one. You got your chance. You had your chance. Once again, the night air belongs to the songs of ordinary creatures. Cindy says, everyone still here? Ryan says, I hate a night battle. Keep knocking into trees. Delaney and Cindy recount what they saw, a colossus striding silently through the silver fog. The others never saw more than the green banks of mist separating them. They make a further search for sign of the giant's passing, but are forced to camp precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Later, Delaney says, you're an enigma, little seed. Delaney plants it on a sun-blessed hillside in a bed of soft earth. Who knows what will sprout? We'll find out what next time on Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, we're going to keep moving. I think we're having a good time, but I don't want to get too late, so I think we're going to bring this chapter to a close by finishing the map. We could go back and take care of this. Actually, it may not even be have a fight here. Let's go back and at least look at this. But if it's got a fight, we'll skip it. But we'll clear the infestation at least, so that we have more days of peace. I'm not going to rename your hammer the Giant Dong, Rob. I'm sorry. We're more mature than that, probably. But at the same time, maybe. If you earn it, if you do something really impressive, then I'll rename your hammer to the Giant Dong. No, we're not. Okay. Oh, this fucking infestation is fucking always stays one step ahead. But I think this should be good. Oh wait, but this is the source of the infestation, so maybe we should take it out. What time is it? 7:41. I've been streaming for an hour and 41 minutes. No, about an hour. I feel like that's... people are busy. We're gonna go finish this. So this should be where our objective is. Although this may not even be the end of the chapter either. This may just be like the first objective, and then there may be a follow-up objective. So sometimes, but I feel like the first objective is usually pretty quick. Oh, there's not even a fight here, so this might work out. At least I don't think there is. This might just be information gathering for what we got to find out what happened to that fallen star. So, all right. Oh, we must have achieved. Oh, okay. Well, we have to go over here first, huh? I guess so. All right. Well, little did I know this was the objective anyway. Fuck. All right, we gotta go clear it out again. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, everybody. Go, 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 go. Okay, patrol. Get rid of the infestation, then we go into fight. Alright, we're going in. One false step. Rob says, here's a thought. Maybe Finch Grove isn't as dangerous as we believed. And he looks around. He looks down at his feet. And falls through the fucking floor. Why do we all have a problem with this? I went through 5 chapters of campaign without somebody falling through shit. And we've already got 2 people falling through shit in 1 chapter. Ryan's like, huh? Where's Rob? Where'd Rob? Rob says, down here. Rob's step has broken the hidden covering of a hunting pit, and he's fallen scuffing and scraping into a dark, rocky hole. Ryan says, you survive okay, Rob? How far down are you? Rob says, oh, far enough. He thinks to himself, my own error is going to put the others at risk, isn't it? Cindy says, we're close to the cultist caves. If this is a trap, it's going to be a race to get him out. Alright, so we have choices. Delaney says, give me a second, I'll jump down and help him, which she has a 96% chance of doing based on her stats. So that's probably a good bet. Ryan says, let's be methodical, safe, tie together a rope or something. And then Cindy says, or maybe we leave him down there to act as bait. These are all valid. I say we go with Delaney's option, personally, because she has a 96... It's the only one that has a chance involved, which means it's probably, like, the best thing to do, but there's just a chance it'll fail. And also, Ryan and Cindy aren't here to say we go with their options, so we're going with Delaney's. It doesn't take Delaney long at all. She climbs nimbly down and helps Rob back to the top. And not a moment too soon. Oh, well, there you go. It was just that simple. All right, everybody's got one extra hit of shield. These guys are super easy, or at least they're a lot simpler than these enemies are a lot simpler than the Thrixl. These cultists are just dudes. They're just zombie dudes. So this is easier enemies. And I was nowhere to be found. Cody hasn't gotten a lot going on. I mean, Cody kissed a turtle. So technically you've done more than Ryan so far, to be fair. We're going to move up slowly and cautiously. I'm going to get everybody in position, and then we're going to take whatever actions we can. Although I don't think there's much we can do. Maybe Ryan can he can interfuse with this rock, but the range is too short to hit that stupid slinger. All right, we're just going to chill here and see if people walk towards us. And if not, then we'll move up. There we go. That guy is moving into our range. All right, that guy took a swing at Rob, but Rob's in cover behind the rock, so he's pretty safe. All right, I'm happy we didn't move forward. This was the right play. Question is, can Rob go up there and smack that guy? Yes, he can. He can even go up there and smack that guy. But I don't know if I want him to go that far out. So we're going to have Rob stick nearby. Okay, hold on. We'll have Rob move last for one time, or for the first time, because then we need to see what our mystics can do to clear out these guys, and then have Rob go in for cleanup instead of the other way around. So I'm going to have Cindy on the east, in the east. Possibly. Cody's the elementalist, actually, so Cody should be closer to the stone, because he'll be able to do more damage with it. Yeah, I believe so, anyway. I think that's how that works. Yeah. Either way, stone is never a bad idea in terms of raw damage, because it'll bounce between enemies. So, there we go. The second enemy blocked it, but not horrible. And then we'll have Cindy do the same thing? Question mark? Yeah. We want to get rid of these guys with swords first, because the guys with slingers are annoying, but they don't do as much damage. So Cindy can interfuse with this one, and then discus this guy for good. There we go. So that guy's dead. Next we'll have Ryan come over here and interfuse with this stone. This one or this one? This one. And discus that guy. Nice. And then Delaney can take a shot at this guy in the middle. But it won't finish him off. I kind of wanted her to finish this off, and then Rob could go up and hit the guy in the back. But since that won't finish him off, let's have Delaney take care of one of these slingers. And then Rob, who hasn't moved yet, will move here and then go into Sentinel. And then as soon as it gets close, Rob will hop up and fuck it up, interrupting its attack, so it doesn't get to swing at Rob. Rob fucked that thing up, not gonna lie. And then he took some damage, but he'll be all right. You gotta get Rob some more health, though. I still feel bad about that. Now we'll have Cody finish off the... I think Cody took the far rock. Yeah, so Cody can finish off this guy. Or, well, not finish off, but do damage to. I think Delaney's going to have to finish it off, because nobody else can reach it from there. I mean, I could have Cindy interfuse with the plant and grasp it. Maybe that makes more sense. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll have Delaney take the shot, and if she misses, then Cindy can clean up. There we go. Easy peasy. Hey, Rob's the first one to level up. There's that. All right, Rob, you get to pick your second ability. Broad swipes is the same. Sentinel is... you can upgrade your Sentinel to interrupt enemy movement, and not just, you know, you hit them and then they keep going. Rob's melee attacks deal +1 damage. That's pretty straightforward. Or Raider, which is very useful. Listen, Rob, you should pick Raider, because as a Raider, as a swift action, you can just start a fire on an empty tile, or break a piece of adjacent scenery, dealing 1 damage to all foes nearby. But the important thing is, if you set a fire, then all of our mystics can use that fire to do fire shit, which is very helpful, especially in situations where we don't have shit around. So yes, I'm happy you love fire. You will be a Raider and just fuck shit up. Meanwhile, we got Mystic Armor. which is going to go to Cody, because Cody's here, and that's how, the way these things work. Generally, all this armor is this. Pretty much all the armor is just the same across the tier, and it's just based on class. So there's not much else to look at. There's not like anything special about it, or like the stats are all pretty same. So, but Cody has upgrade. Although this is a very female-looking armor, I'm not gonna lie. But who cares? Cody's getting it. Yeah, it's fine. It's robes. Once they changed to his colors, it was fine. Alright, Cindy says, everyone come out of that mostly clean? They're more talented than I thought. Ryan says, you'll mock me, but I'm not at ease when things go easy. And yeah, I sometimes feel inclined to point out the negative, the necessary. Because you all can't just expect to win all the time. Someday, we won't. Dusty Drab. Oh, also, you don't get to rename regular armor. So the Dusty Drab is like the name of all armor for mystics in that tier. So that's why I didn't try to rename it, because only the weapons get renamed, but the armor doesn't. Alright, now with that, we can go finish things up. So this will be the last fight of the chapter. We'll get one more story. We'll get like a story thing before and a story thing after. Shit will happen during the peaceful years, and then that'll be it for tonight's stream. And then everybody can get back the rest of their evenings. And this was a good starter. Cindy lost an eye, Rob died, and Cody kissed a turtle. And Delaney saved Rob, and Ryan was sad. Tomb of a Star. This looks like, says Ryan. And Rob's like, sure does. A tunnel's been burnt into the earth. Rob says, I saw that red star tumbling away through the night. Like a dice roll that goes under the table, you want to know if you got lucky or you lost. Delaney says, careful with your voices. This rock might be unstable, cracked, or we may even be hunted here. Ryan's like, yeah, smart. Crouching through the smooth, burnt dark, they go. Seems like we're not going to find out until after the time skip what happened with Delaney's seed either. But, you know. Alright, well, this seems bad. I've never seen these things before. Hatch after 2 turns of interfusion. Oh. Okay. I think these things are not a problem. As long as none of the other Thrix will come out and interfuse with them, then they're not going to do anything. And we can crack them before they hatch otherwise. I think we're okay. Rob, you will take the forefront. Actually, we're going to send Delaney in first because she has better vision, and she can move up further and move back if things get real. Okay, so there's still nothing there. Rob, move up to cover Delaney. Oh, apparently Rob can see further than Delaney can. Which is unusual because it's usually hunters in general see further than everybody else, but that's fine. We're going to move everybody else up. Stack them up on each other to make sure everybody's got extra defense. I mean, right now there's only one Seeker enemy. He doesn't really seem like a threat. Delaney can't reach him from where he is. We're still going to have Delaney go into gray plane, in other words, go into stealth. And then she can kind of scout out the rest of this without having to worry about being seen. And the rest of us will stack up on Rob even closer. That way we can actually get the full defense bonus, just in case. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, so this one is interfused. Somehow. So it's about to hatch. I didn't. Oh, hey, that reminds me. Rob can set shit on fire. Alright, Rob, put a fire down for us. Well, you'll probably put it on the other side. First, we need... Okay, hold on. There's a lot of things that need to happen. We need to get rid of this thing that's flying, first of all, because I don't... Seeker puts an adjacent enemy into a dreamlike state, applying stasis. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. It's a big, mean-looking thing with big mandibles. So I'm going to have Delaney take a shot at it first. Actually, we're going to leave her for last in case she needs to blind it with her flash cone. But next, we'll have Rob. This has got to happen in order. Rob's going to move here. Rob's going to move here. Then he's going to set a fire here. Well, actually, I need to move Ryan across before he sets the fire. So let me make sure I don't hit wrong buttons. Ryan will move here. Let's move everybody out of this corner first. Yeah. Cody will stack up with Delaney to kind of help with defense on that. And then, okay, so now the reason I wanted to move that away is so Rob can put a fire down here. And then Cody, the elementalist, can now interfuse with that fire the best and do a fire leash and fuck something up. Although the bad news is, ooh, this is not bad. This is not good news. This shit has, okay, so these things are warded. The purple shield icons means how much magic defense they have, pretty much, and the blue icons are how much physical defense. So these things are warded pretty hard. So magic is not as good against them, so we're actually going to have Rob try to hit that thing, although I think I already moved Rob, so that's actually not going to happen until next turn, but that's fine. So for right now, put a fire on that thing dodged it, but he'll still take fire damage next turn, because it's still a goddamn fire. Oh, Rob can start another fire? That might be more useful than having him smack this thing. Okay, never mind. You know what? Smack that thing, Rob. That's a lot of fucking damage. Just smack that thing. I don't even know why we didn't. We should have. That's on me. Should have just had you smack that thing. Good news is, well, semi-good news is Cindy can go in and hit it with her stick, but she's not gonna do much. I don't even know if she's gonna get through its block. And then same thing with Delaney. She can take a shot, but she's not gonna get through its block either. This is gonna be on Rob. Rob's pretty much gonna take that thing out next turn. So everybody else, move over here. Wow, Cindy can move all the way around the corner. I really don't want to move her too far out, just in case, though. Everybody will stack up on Delaney. You know, Delaney can take a shot, but she's not going to do much. She's not going to do more than... Oh, she's not even going to do any damage. So we're going to have her actually stay on her fucking grayscale stealth mission and keep moving through and take a look around to kind of scout things out. Although I don't even know if she's in grayscale right now. And she's not giving me the option to have her get into gray plane. I keep saying grayscale, I mean gray plane. Alright, whatever. Move up, Delaney. Take a look around the corner and tell us if there's anything. Alright, there is one thing. Oh, alright, well it teleported over. Okay. I think it teleported to the thing it was interfused with. Let me make sure that's how these things work. Whatever. Hold on. Rob, first of all, smash the egg. Smash the egg, Rob. Good job, Rob. He smashed the fuck out of that egg. Now, the rest of us will take care of this thing. I think after we take care of that thing, the rest of these can't hatch. So, first, Cody, who's already in the fire, will leash it onto the monster thing, actually hitting it this time and doing a good amount of damage, and then Delaney can arrow it from where she... Oh, that's not enough to finish it. I mean, the fire should finish it next turn anyway. Let's actually have... It doesn't have that much defense, so we can actually have instead Ryan move up and just smack it. It's not going to kill it, probably, but... Oh, wait. He is just rocking the stick, so that's not even going to do that much. Shit. He's not going to get through the defense. Okay, actually move out of the way and let Cindy do it. Cindy's got a stick, so she can actually do pretty good damage with her stick. I think, right? 3 damage. That's better than nothing. Let a real woman do it. So Cindy's going to smack it with her stick. And then Delaney can finish it from where she's at, hopefully. Alright, there we go. Alright, that chrysalis sounded the alarm. Alright, this chrysalis has -1 hatching, which I think means that it's fucking... I think Rob needs to smash that too. I don't think we have to smash all of these. Maybe we have to smash all of these. If there's no more enemies in here, then that might be it. That might be our only job. Smash these things. Anyway, Rob, smash it. Alright. I'm gonna have Delaney scout out the rest of this place for no surprises. Well, let's just have her open this door. Well, this is all bad. Delaney, I'm gonna need you to come back. Shouldn't have opened that door. Alright, listen. We are going to... this is fine. We are fine. Yeah, doors are not great. That thing's big. Spawns through... Oh my god. Alright. Oh, there is nothing around here for us to get in. We all need to kind of retreat back to this little corner because there's some more shit we can use there. There's not a whole lot in this cave, and I should have had Rob put down another fire before he did shit, even though fire is not super helpful against these enemies so far. Well, I mean, it's fine for these alive ones, but these eggs are pretty much all on Rob. Anyway, let's have Cindy... No, Cody. We can have you hop the fire closer to the enemies, at least. The current fire. We just gotta have you try to avoid hitting anybody else along the way. Let's move Cindy out of your way, and then you can move the fire closer to the enemies. Yeah, so Cindy, get over here. Cody, hop the fire over. Barely, see, those things barely take magic damage, but that's fine, because then Rob can just start setting more fires for everybody else to use against the oncoming onslaught of very bad things in that cave. And then... we're just gonna have everybody else fucking wait. Does everybody stack up at least for extra damage or extra defense? Okay, that's fine. That's less fine. Why do the cockroach fucking insect lizards have a bard? It's not fair. Okay, well these things don't seem to attack directly. They seem to just make annoying shit. So we can deal with that. So, Rob's job is to keep smashing the rocks, smashing the eggs before they hatch, and also setting fires. I am very happy we are having Rob on fire duties, because now we can move him here, he can set a fire, and then he can smash this egg. Boom. Don't have to worry about it. And that will be the pattern for the rest of the time. Next, we can have... we'll have Cindy move up here. Oh, there's a lot up here. Okay, we'll start moving around to this corner. Delaney will... There's a lot. Alright, let's see how much damage Delaney will do. Okay, she's not going to do much against that guy. She can't reach anybody else, so that's not great. It's just got too much defense. We mostly need magic stuff. We can blind it, but I feel like that'd be a waste because we only get it once per combat. I don't think blinding it would... Or at least we should have her blind more than just that thing, I guess. So Delaney is going to move up, throw her shit to blind everything in that room, just in case. Or at least these big guys. Blind them. And then, you know... hang out for a while. Let's have you move back here to stack up for defense. And then Cody can move up. I don't think they're going to attack us directly, so I think it's relatively safe to have us move up, but still, have them not move up that far. And then hop your little fiery ass up there, and then have Ryan get moved up as well. And then Ryan will be in charge of this new fire, and hop that one up too. These fires are going to fuck these guys up. We'll be fine. This is all thanks to Rob and his pyromaniac C. Pyromaniacalness. Pyromaniacal Rob. But we'll have to wait, because I don't think Cindy's going to be of much use otherwise until we can get another fire out there. Okay. I think we're still doing alright. Kind of. Stop doing that. Okay, Rob. First... Shit, which one of these... Okay, so Rob first put down... Because attacking is the last thing that Rob can do. Rob's going to put down another fire for us. And then Rob's going to crack another egg. Nice. And then Cindy can interfuse with this new fire. And now we just get hopping around, fucking everything up. That was a crit. And now Ryan's all like, oh yeah, watch this. Oh wait, did I fuck up? Why is Ryan not interfused with the fire? Wasn't there another? Oh, the fire must have went out. Shit. Or wait, no, was that? Maybe that was only the second fire. I thought there was a third one already. Whatever. I can still have him do... Whatever. We'll have to wait until there's another fire for Ryan. But Cody can finish off this guy with his fire. Nice moves. So we'll have to wait for Rob to set one more fire. Delaney can take a shot at, like, people, but she's not doing much damage. Or can she? It says she doesn't have the range for whatever reason. Or maybe she does, but it's not going to do that much. Sometimes the range indicators get kind of broken for whatever reason. I don't think it's worth it for her to take that shot. Maybe she can take the shot at this guy? Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he should be in range. Maybe? Oh, no, he's out of range. Let's have Delaney move up a little bit. There we go. For whatever reason, the indicators on the ground get kind of fucked up every once in a while, so I'm gonna have to just eyeball this one. Alright, better than nothing. And then have Ryan move up as well. And wait. Again, I don't think anything in here is doing direct damage, so I think we're okay. We just gotta keep on top of the egg situation. It can spawn as many of these things as it wants, but as long as we keep them from hatching, they're not a threat. Alright, Rob, move up. Set a fire. Can you set a fire on this guy? Oops! Made you hit him. Well, that's sad, but not the end of the world. Oh yeah, these fires are going out. I forgot, if you don't have Elementalist like Cody, then the fires that you're infused with go out after a turn. But since Cody's has Elementalist, his fire gets to stay going for good, which is very useful. But that does mean I fucked up, because I needed Rob to put us down another goddamn fire. But that's fine. Everybody will just move up. Delaney, or yeah, you hang out, and then Delaney will take a shot, I guess. Delaney will move up and keep trying to attack the guy in the back. I think it's safe for her to move up. You can take that shot. You can take that shot. Why can't you take that shot? God, no, there must be stuff in between, actually. You can't shoot through people, that's why. Alright, well then actually, use Silk Step. That way we can have you move behind the guy in there and just keep shooting at that guy, because I don't think that guy's going to mess with you anyway. And then you'll stay where you're at. Fuck, did we not fucking fuck that thing? Did we not fucking crack that thing? Oh, that thing does do damage. That's right. And somehow it's all Delaney, but that's fine. She'll get healed before too long. Delaney's not going down. We'll get her back into safety if we really need to. Rob. First, we move. We have you move. Then we have you set a fire. Then we have you break this egg. Okay, that was in the correct order. Next, we have Cody. We really need to get rid of the Bard. Fuck me. Move this way, and then... So Cody... well, first I need to make sure Cody doesn't get out of range of his own fire. So we're going to have Cody move up onto Rob. Do we need to take care of this thing that's close by first? Probably. That would probably be the smarter thing to do, this Thresk. So, Fire Leash to this... Yeah, fuck this thing up. No, that killed it all the way. Didn't expect that. Okay. I'm kind of scared for Delaney, so I'm going to have her take some steps back. And then... Actually, just come all the way back here. Just come all the way back. God damn it. I didn't know she could take damage from our own fire. That's fine. Delaney's going to be, like, in the back for the rest of this fight. Anyway. It's not really a difference between fucking 3 health or 1 health if you're, as long as you're still just got health, then you're good. Now we can have Cindy interfuse with this fire. And then move it over here, whatever. But at the same time, she's not going to be able to, whatchamacallit. Okay, now... You'll just wait. And then Ryan will move here. And also wait. One of those fires is going to go out. Why did that hatch? Why are these hatching? Damn it. Maybe it's because we attacked them. This is quickly getting out of hand. Damn it. We really need this fire to stick around longer, but we'll make do with what we can. Rob needs to crack this egg. Alright, set a fire. And then move back. We need to move Ryan out of the way. Move up here, Ryan. And then Rob can move right here. Crack an egg. We're not going to make any progress if we don't get one of these fires into the cave in there. So that's what I need to focus on next. How far can you move that shit? Can you move it this far, Cody? Alright, that's helpful. And then we'll have Ryan interfuse with this. And fire leash it onto this. So that's dead. Alright. We're constantly beating this shit back. So we're right on the edge of constantly dying. Can we respawn too? No. It's gonna if you lose all your health, then just like Rob did, you're gonna either have to take a permanent stat decrease. In this case, Rob lost 2 health blocks permanently, or you would actually die. And I don't know what happens at that point, and I'm not gonna risk it. So we really need people to not go down. God. Okay. Shit. There's nothing close by for her to interfuse with. This is such a hard situation. Alright. Because Delaney is not even Delaney. It's nobody's fault. It's just like, well, actually, you know what the real answer is? We need Rob to get in there and start cracking heads. And we need to get everybody else onto this guy in the back who has, like, no fucking armor. But these little guys keep hatching and complicating things. Anyway, for right now, we're just going to have to wait another turn. And Delaney will go back into Gray Plane just to be safe after all. Oh my god, why is this shit hatching? Is it because of the fire? Is it because they're next to fire? They're supposed to not hatch unless they're fucking interfused. But it might be because of the fire. In which case, we're fucked. No. Oh no. We're still fucked. Okay, Cody. Move up here. And then fire leash onto these guys. I guess it's only one or the other, probably. It's not both. But Delaney can take out the one that's closer to you, so... Shit toe. Take that out. And then... what's in here with us? These two are both fucking going down. This is such a difficult situation, not gonna lie. Can you shoot this without hurting Cody? We'll find out. Alright, good. Okay, next. Rob, I need you to get in there and hit that roach. You've got full health. Oh, set a fire before you... No, actually, move in there. And then... Uh-oh. Wait! God damn this game. It didn't tell me that was fucking 2 moves worth. Oh, I'm upset. Okay. Because the interface is glitched out like it sometimes does, I didn't know that was in the yellow, so Rob can move that far in one turn. But that's fine. I don't think they're going to actually... If they hit Rob, it'll only be... I don't think anything that hatches can hit on the same turn that it hatches. Yeah, that thing's going to hit Rob, but nothing else. Alright, I lied. Rob died again. I don't know why! Oh, the fucking killing blow hits, but it doesn't fully connect. Something seems to have saved him. Alright, it's funny how things go. That a walk in the woods, a random decision, would be the sliver by which I survive. That splinter of elmwood that he'd hung by his belt and had largely forgotten about had burst from its pouch, rapidly growing into a shield, girding him from and deflecting the blow. Alright, then it's time to turn the tide. Yep, that splinter saved Rob at the last second. So, that is very good news. In very, very bad news, we are getting... This is getting out of hand. Okay. What's gonna have to happen... Man, we just need more shit to hit these things with. We're slowly making our way to where they are, but... Oh, they're popping out 2 new enemies every turn. Okay. I'm gonna have Rob move down 2 spaces, set a fire here, and then move further back to get out of trouble. Rob has 4 hits of temporary armor, so he's not in too bad a situation, but we still need him to not just be out and about. So I'll have him move. These things are about to fucking hatch, though. That's fine. Take cover over here. You're around the corner from the rest of the enemy, so they're not going to fuck with you. Meanwhile, Cody, I'd like you to see if you can handle these 2 with your fire. Oh, the first one blocked it, but they hit the second one. We really need to get rid of that stupid goddamn shit in the background. Alright, Cody, Delaney's going to have to start taking some risks. We need Delaney to get in the back here and sneak past everything if possible. So, let's see. But the problem is, she can't do all that at the, like, that ends her turn, and she can't do it. Cannot be seen by enemies. Damage dealt while hidden ignores all armor. It says she can't be seen by enemies, but they definitely fucking saw her last turn. Okay, actually, I think it should be fine for Delaney to move over here, because she's around the corner. And as long as we have Ryan take out this closer bot... No, Ryan, don't move into the fire! Alright, that's fine. Interfuse with the fire, Ryan. This is part of the glitch being a problem. He's gonna hurt himself a little bit more, but he'll be okay. Okay, god damn it. Next, we'll have Cindy move up to give him back up. God damn it. Leave our people alone. Why? 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 Why is this happening? This is not going well for us. The good news is, if I declare this a fucking wash, then, because what I can do next time is I can start this fight over. It doesn't save until the end of the fight, I believe. Actually, let me see. How many autosaves do we have? What's today? 9/13? Okay, we have multiple autosaves, so we can go back to just before this fight started. Yeah, I think that's this one. 750? Yeah. So we have this one. I can go back to that autosave and then just have us run in or actually, we just break all these eggs out here before we open the door. I'm pretty sure that's all we have to do. And then, that's going to take a lot of turns. But then I'll make the rest of this easier next time. I'm going to deal with what happens right now, but if it means the end of this campaign, then I don't think anybody has as much fun with that. Also, it just comes from the fact that we are a very magic-heavy company, and that is the way that things happened. So, I'm going to go with... For right now, I'm still going to try to salvage this situation, but it's obviously not going to be easy. Because on top of... It would be one thing if it wasn't also, hey, I would have to turn off the game and turn it back on to fix the glitch that's going on with the squares on the ground to help me actually see what's happening. Oh, wait, maybe I fixed it. I know it has to do with the mouse moving sometimes, so maybe if I do that... Okay, is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Because I'm playing with both controller and a mouse, so I think that's all it was. I think the mouse was just fucking things up. Alright, so I fixed that. Okay, now we can see again. Can Delaney actually hit that thing from where she's at? No, she'd have to move 1 square closer. Let's deal with our situation over here first before I worry about what to do with Delaney. Everything's gonna hatch next turn. Okay, Cody, you currently have a fire, so let's have you... Oh, these are all enemies. I wish your fire was lined up. Okay, that's not an enemy, but I still wish your fire was lined up. Betterer. Take care of that thing. Delaney will both move closer to... Okay, Delaney's gonna have to get risky. Because I can have her move up here and take a shot at this thing. I just need her to get away from the fucking bard. This thing is the thing that's fucking everything up, because it stays in the back, and we can't reach it, and it has the most armor, so Delaney can't shoot it anyway. Delaney can only really do damage to this thing. And she's already used her flash cone, so that's not useful either. We're going to have to just try to hope that she can hide over here and nothing fucks with her for right now. If I can get her sneaked out to over here in this area, and she can just take pot shots at the big guy while the rest of us deal with this stupid roach, then that's the plan of action. Meanwhile... We're going to have to try to get Rob. Rob can't get to the rest of us now because of all the shit in between. So he can't sit in their fire for us. So Rob's just going to have to move down here and fucking hit this interfused one that's about to hatch. I mean, a lot of these are about to hatch, but... And then Cindy can at least do damage to this close by thing, but she missed. And then... Ryan is going to move back here to where he has more defense. Everybody will have more defense here. Hopefully we don't die. Okay. Alright, something to get... Cody was able to block that, but then it bought again because they have 2 hits, and that's fucking bullshit. Did that one grow? This one grew... This one's bigger now. Oh my god. My god. Delaney, shoot that thing. Good job, Delaney. I don't know. This is not good. Cody can fire leash this thing now, but now it doesn't kill him in one hit anymore because I let it grow, and I didn't know that they fucking grow. We are... Maybe Cindy is close enough to be able to interfuse with something else. She can if I move her around the corner, and then she can interfuse with that log, probably. But we really need to take care of this big monster that's right in front of us, so I think... Okay, we're going to focus on getting Rob to that situation, but now he's got to... We got to... Okay, actually. Alright. Fucking series of fucking events. Ryan... Move over here into this corner. You can't do anything right now. You have a wand, so it's not your fault, but you don't have anything you can do right now. Okay, hold on. Cindy, move up. Interfuse with this so you can do a bone lance on... We really need to get this roach taken care of. That's probably the best move. We need to get this roach dead. If this roach is dead, the rest of this gets a lot easier. Kind of. But I also don't want people to die, so do that instead. Kill that thing. And then, Rob, move up and hit this thrust, and we're going to hope that A, you hit it, and B, it dies, and C, you don't die afterwards. But also, throw down a fire so Ryan can do something with his life. Hit the thrust. It's dead. Good job, Rob. And then Ryan can interfuse with this fire, and then... But it's going to burn you to try to take care of this thrust that's next to Rob, so we just got to hope that Rob is shielded up enough to deal with the 2 hits from the thrust. But, actually, move closer. There you go. So now Rob should have enough defense to not have to worry about... Okay, it didn't attack Rob anyway, so that's fine. Why? Why? Stop making them bigger. Oh no, Delaney! Okay, Delaney blocked it. Alright, Delaney didn't block the second one. Delaney went down as well. Alright. Focus on surviving, nothing more I can do here. Minus 30 charisma and minus 10 retirement age. She's probably gonna take... She's probably gonna take like a permanent scar. Yes, one person who's not in the campaign whatsoever, I will definitely listen to your opinions. But for right now, I'm going to have her survive. We're going to see if we can get through the rest of this fight. This was going to leave a scar. She'll just have a scar. It could be a cool scar. But also, we're probably not making it through this fight. Because even with that, like, we just don't have enough materials in this cave to deal with all the rest of these enemies. So, in all actuality, I'm going to save everybody the time. What's going to happen is, I'm going to reload the save, not going to do it on stream, and get through this fight off stream. And then I'll save right before the last swing, and then I will pick up the next stream from there. I think that's the best way to go for this, because it doesn't make any sense to let people, like, start getting, like, real actual. It's one thing to have Rob just go down by 2 damage, but it's also a different thing for like what's going to be permanent character stuff is different from different like permanent game stuff. Like I don't get Rob losing 2 squares is not that bad, but Delaney not being able to participate or anything, like everybody needs to be able to participate with their stats. Like that's the difference. But also because I already know we're going to lose from that point. We needed Delaney to take out this guy in the back because nobody else can do damage to this guy in the back. So, that is tonight's stream. And I'll do the thing that I said and get us through this. We are not necessarily just giving up on the idea. We're just this run of this fight did not go the way that I expected because I haven't had to fight these guys. The last time I did it, the main enemy was like the zombie guys with the swords, and they are a lot more straightforward. So I didn't know how these guys worked. So yeah, sorry, people died, but this didn't count. At least everything that happened in this cave will be undone. And I'll post this up on YouTube so people who aren't here can see what happened as well. But anyway, I think we're gonna call it there. It's getting late, so we'll see what happens next time. I am probably going to stream again tomorrow at the same time. I'll post it to Facebook like I usually do. Ahead of time just so everybody has an idea, but most likely plan ahead for same time, same place tomorrow. And if you can't make it, not a horrible thing, but I'll see what I can do about the situation in the meantime. Thanks for watching and thanks for participating, everybody. It's really appreciated either way. Sorry I ended anticlimactically like this, but this is even for my last group that had like an even mix of all the classes, this would have been a hard kind of situation. Mostly because I just didn't understand how these eggs worked. See you guys again tomorrow. And with that, let me do this. I'll tab out. And there we go. Alright. See you guys tomorrow, possibly. Later.